Hello, music lovers and vinyl community. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing fantastic here, as well as I can be doing. This is actually take two on this video. I taped it already, but the music was too loud, so I'm going to try to talk a little louder over the music. Turned it down a little bit for take two, but yeah. Just chilling out, listening to some music. I thought I'd come on and do a little collection update, yeah? It's Sunday? I think it's Sunday, right? So we're in the midst of a historic, epic snowstorm. Started on Friday night and is going straight through until Tuesday. So the records for like a 3-day snowfall was set back in 1918, and it was like 81 centimeters. I think we've got pretty close to that already, and we still have another day of snow to go. We're still expecting another 30 to 50 centimeters. So anyway, all total, we're expecting like 150 centimeters of snow. It is insanity out there. I've got snow up to my roof on three sides of the house. There's a drift in my driveway that's at least 12 feet tall already. My car is buried. It's been buried for a couple days now. It's yeah, next level kind of stuff. They've declared a local state of emergency, so hopefully that'll help with the dig out. Yeah, anyway, I'm sure you've come for the music, not for the weather report. So, yeah, what am I listening to? I'm listening to Bob Marley, but actually I'm listening to the bass player, awesome family man Barrett. We lost yesterday at the age of 77. So I've been going through some of my old Wailers albums and yeah, as a tribute to Family Man. So what's playing right now is this box set that I picked up last year, Bob Marley Live Forever. So this is September 23rd, 1980, a couple days after my birthday. And anyway, at the Pittsburgh Theater, this is Bob's last performance before the cancer got too much for him, and he had to stop performing, and eventually died shortly after. Yeah, not obviously not Bob's strongest vocal performance, but very enjoyable listen, and yeah, nice to be focusing on Austin Family Man Barrett here. All right, so pickups, right? What did I pick up this month of January? Well, January, for me anyway, tends to be a fairly slow month because we just come through Christmas and, you know, paying off Christmas bills, extra heating costs, yada, yada, yada. So didn't buy much in January, but I did head over to a secondhand store where I found a couple of really nice pickups that are worth sharing. So during Christmas, I went into a secondhand store. I was actually selling a couple of things, and they had a record shelf there where everything was 50% off. So while I was waiting for the owner to come back to give me an appraisal of the goods, I flipped through. There wasn't much I wanted, but there was a couple of Jimmy Buffett records there that I thought, you know, they're cheap, half off, I'll grab those. But I ended up leaving the shop before the owner came and selling my stuff to somewhere else. And so I didn't get back till after Christmas, and I picked up Jimmy Buffett records and a few others. And then when I went up to pay for them, he said, well, you know, I keep the good stuff behind the counter so that people don't destroy them. And so he upsold me on the good stuff. So what do I got here? So the Jimmy Buffett ones that I went back for, so I just went in to spend, you know, $10 and get out of there, but I left a little bit poorer than that. Anyway, so these were all like 2 or 3, no. There's 2 for $4 and $2 each, right? So Jimmy Buffett, Living on 3/4 Time. Can't remember what's on this now. Pencil Thin Mustache, that's a one that some Jimmy Buffett fans will know. Anyway, some other stuff there as well. This one, I think this was the $2 one. Coconut Telegraph. Let's see it here. There. And A1A. That's a good album. I didn't have this one in my collection either. So, The Late Grace Jimmy Buffett, yeah? Don't see the tracks on there. Anyway, this is a couple dollars, probably $3 or $4 as well. Wilson Pickett's Greatest Hits, or one of the best of. Always great to have a little bit of funky soul. Yeah, it's got all his best hits on here. This one I paid up a little bit more for. This was in the regular shelves, so it was marked for 25, so I got it for $12. But an absolute fantastic album. My daughter did this, by the way. I mentioned it during my Soul Tag video, but I just thought it was so funny that I've left it on there. So yeah, those were the ones and I also had a Ray Charles album that I forgot upstairs, but anyway, it was Ray Charles doing like country and western songs, but it was the volume 2 of that, so not bad, but I guess volume 1 is much better. So then he told me, take a look through the stacks of the good ones. They were also half off. So I got some, not real, screeching deals, but, I think I paid what they're worth, really. And so that's the Rolling Stones, Some Girls. This is a Canadian first pressing, the red variant, red and blue, I guess, variant. And it's got the insert with the celebrities' faces on it. So yeah, not a bad pick. And that was $10, so those are Canadian dollars. So what's that, like, I don't know, 6, 7 American dollars. And then Sticky Fingers, which was on my want list. So not the greatest copy. So the other ones, most of these are like VG, maybe VG Plus, right? So you can see the zipper's been removed, and the album was not stored in the pocket, but rather stored inside, like where the underwear is. So this is an Andy Warhol painting. Anyway, and I don't know if you can, you won't be able to see. The record had all kinds of glue stuck to it from where the zipper had been taken out. And so I worked pretty hard at taking the glue off, but I couldn't get it all off. So I think it will come off if I get the right product. I think maybe some of that glue gone. Actually, maybe you can tell me below what's a good option to get glue off of the vinyl without damaging the vinyl, right? The record cleaning solution didn't do a very good job. And there's no scratches or anything, but yeah, anyway, Sticky Fingers. And then the last one I got was the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour. So I paid $20 for this one, which, it's an early Canadian pressing. It's got I'll show that in a second. It's got the booklet actually glued in on the inside of the gatefold, so it's actually attached to there. And oddly enough, there was another insert inside, booklet insert. So this one has 2 inserts. It's the same, but anyway, so I don't know if someone glued it in. Maybe you can tell me that. Any Canadians out there, was the insert initially glued in, or was it in the pocket? Maybe a contender for my favorite Beatles album. My goodness, I never would have thought that. I think it's a case of, my favorite album is the one I just bought. That's the case here. And this is in there too. I think this is worth showing. Vinyl Museum. Peter Dunn's Vinyl Museum. It's a record store in Toronto, I think it says. I'm looking on the other side. I'm pretty sure it said Toronto. Yeah, we've got Yonge Street, Lakeshore Boulevard, Toronto, Guelph, Clearwater, Florida. Oh, there's a few different locations. Do record stores still do this? Do they still have their own inner sleeves? I haven't seen much of that, so I like this. There's some interesting quotes on here. I don't know if that's backwards for you or not. I think it'll be okay when it comes around the other way. Yeah, I don't know. If record stores here don't do that anymore, but maybe they do elsewhere. Yeah, that's it. So I'm at 10 minutes. And that's probably, don't have too much else to say anyway. I'm drinking a stout tonight. Local brewery here, Big Spruce in Nyanza on Cape Breton Island. An oatmeal stout. Lovely beer. My last one though. I can't get out. I'm running out of booze. No! But I have food and I have fuel. So luckily power hasn't gone out yet. Not here anyway. Friends and family have lost power. But we've been fortunate not to lose power. The snow is getting heavier. It's getting more wet. So we'll see if we can keep power on for another couple days. I don't have to start up the generator. In any case, people, I hope you're all safe and doing well. Much love. Peace.